Hey, hello everyone, welcome to the potting shed. Let me just pull up now this screen so I can just kind of see. Hello, Stephen, how are you doing, sir? Oh, Jamila, hello, yes, from the Wirral. No, let's have a look. Right, I just want to pull this up and then pull up the chat so I can just see the chat. There we go. Is everyone all right? I hope they are. That's fantastic. Say hello, do say hello. Man, she's a bit cold in here. Just pulling up the chat on this so I can say hello to you in there. Hello. Hello. Right. Now I'm sure you can pull out the chat. So, hi Jane. Oh, learn as we grow, cigar. How we doing, everyone? Fine. Oh, look at that. Be a bit of an amateur there. Turn this loop down. There we go. Amanda, hello Amanda. How are you? Karen, Mark, John. Little gin and tonic. I think it's ginger and rhubarb. I'm led to believe. Hello, Leanne. Leah. So, but like I said, this is just. I want to do a few of these now because it's going to be soon getting pitch black. You know what I mean? And everything's going to be dark, and there's going to be no time to go to the allotments. You know, with my shifts and everything. So I wanted to kind of get all this up and running, and there's a video tomorrow if you're interested about the shed build and everything like that, so do watch that. If you're new here, do subscribe, that would be lovely. So how is everyone? Come and say hello. Hello Jade. This has already made you evening, are you sure, Jade? Evening Mark, evening sir. Mr. Paul Johnson, how are you doing, lad? How are you doing? Mal, getting that gin down. Jan, yes, I certainly am. Hello, Kevin, how are you doing? Dave, allotment veggie bed, home allotments, veggie beds. Hello. Oh, it's starting to go up a little bit quick there for us now, Ray. Marion, hello, Marion, how are you? You all right? Time Bandit and Kevin Green. Hello, Kevin. Hello. So, what we're going to talk about? Well, potting, well, I'm not really kind of anything. Ask us a question, to be honest. Like I say, we're just kind of having a bit, just, you know what I mean, just keeping kind of the garden themes going. And like I say, I was up there today. I was on teas, which the video tomorrow will show. I was kind of picking the veg. We had chard, like roasted carrots. I picked a cabbage, but I didn't use that. Some potatoes from my store. Or something else, I don't know. We're trying to eat a lot more vegetarian through the week. Oh, yes. Well, my wife's vegetarian, you know, she's been vegetarian for, bloody hell, since she was 12-year-old. You know what I mean? But me and the daughter kind of fell off the bandwagon. So we're trying again. So, hello, Pauline. Hello. Norma, how are you doing, Norma? Gareth, Karen Slater. Hello, Karen, how are you doing? Jeffrey O'Neill, all right. Anyway, everyone, cheers there. Ben's allotment, how are you doing, Ben? What you do whilst carrying potatoes, carting potatoes up until 9 p.m. So, this is what I'm gonna, these were, can you see there? These were my little, actually it was Steve from Greenside Up told us to get out these were the peppers. And all my peppers actually this year, chilies, been shocking, to be honest. Even I thought with the tomatoes, if I'm honest, you know what I mean? Like lack of sunshine and just that mixed up weather has been. So I'm going to plant some of these. I only want a couple, to be honest. I'm fed up with like just growing green peppers. Do you know what I mean? Does anybody else just grow green peppers? I don't think I brought them home, mind you, I must admit, and actually they were the bought ones, which were, it was one plant I had right at the back, you know, where I kept them sun gold tomatoes, and what was it called? Big Jims, and they've turned lovely red and everything there. So Patrick, how are you doing, Patrick? Oh, Terry lad, how are you doing? Philly, how are you doing? Lorraine G, oh hello Lorraine, how are you? My Paul, honestly, my pet, like I say, I pulled them probably way sooner than I should have done, but I'm a little tinker like that. You know what I mean? It's like I'll pull anything. If it's not working, I'll pull it. You know what I mean? So I can try something else. I'm burping there. Just rough me tea, and I'm drinking gin and tonic. Oh, Graham, how are you doing, sir? Michael Brown, how are you doing? Jamelia, grew hot peppers, right? Well, actually, I did grow some silly hot chilies, and I propagated them in these two propagators, but I took them up too early. I took everything up too early, to be honest, this time, and I got hit with a little cold, and it didn't affect the tomatoes, but it knocked me peppers. But I did get like one, and it was some like white ghost silly pepper, and I put one in a big kind of tomato, like bolognese kind of red sauce, and one was so enough. You know what I mean? It was so enough. Wow. Right, what's going on? Kevin, out inspired with so much. That's the way, lad. That's the way. As long as you can get in your garden, man. That's what I thought. You know what I mean? It's just honestly, just get in the garden, and just even, especially now, like these winter times, these dark. You know, there's quite a few folks kind of come down with a bit of the blues. You know what I mean? And a bit kind of melancholy, and sometimes worse. But I just think if you can just get out and get your hands in that earth, man, it just does you. And that, my mum always said that to us. Do you know what I mean? So, oh, Karen's turned her compost today, man. Sure, I'm gonna miss this year. Son's away at university, so I think I'll miss it. What was I gonna show you? Oh, another. Has anybody grown? Oh, let's have a look. I've had these for it actually since, look at that, can you see there, since 2016, chipotle chilies, and I've never grew them, never used them. Man, that's such a nice smell, and I might look at the state of them things, man. They're just like, see, almost like licorice. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to try and grow some of them, I think, next. I wish you could smell that. Let's just show you a handful of them. I mean, they've kept perfectly. Can you see them? So I'm going to have I'm going to put up one of them just as a practice, one of the greenhouse sensation ones, and just to see if this, I'm not even bothered. Once the germinating to come through, I'm not, you know what I mean? I don't need it, but that just looks amazing, doesn't it? Just like black. oops. So I'm going to see if they grow, and then I might grow some of them next year. But to be honest, I'm going to just buy grafted. I've got all this set up. I'm just going to, I picked the label up and I was there. I lost it. I lose everything. 1 second, you're going to see me gut. I shouldn't actually show you these because this is, everyone will go and buy them. My aubergines were black. Oh, man. Can you see that? Black pearl grafted. Man, they were just tremendous, to be honest. And I picked some more today. Delfland Nurseries, DELFLAND Nurseries, and you could get everything grafted there. I'm sure there was a grafted sprouting broccoli or something like that. You know what I mean? And I was gonna like buy them just for the try it, but I got planted my own anyways. But I'm a big fan of grafted, to be honest. It's nice. Does anybody else use grafted ones? Let's put me specs on and see what's going on. Graham, what are you saying, Graham? Can you use cancel brown bin for composting? We've got the green bins, but up here, Graham, we've got to actually pay. It's probably the same all over the country, to be honest. You've got to pay. I don't know. I think it's probably about, top of my head, about £70 a year to have it taken away. But I don't know if you know, I've got my 4 composting bins up the top there. So that's what I do. I just put everything in there. Then that actually, remember that bed where I'm pulling the carrots at the moment, that big nasty bed? That was all, say, 2 or 3 month rotten veg. It wasn't really decomposted, is that right? Decomposted? Anything like that. So I feel a bit small there, don't I? I'll see if I can bring this down a bit. Oh, steady, lad, steady. So can I pull out that chat? Just so, pop out chat. Let's have a look. Home allotment veggie beds. What are you doing? Broad beans? I think yes. I've ordered some home alone veggie bed. home allotment veggie beds. Yes, I've ordered some. What do you call them? Them Claudia ones. They're coming from Dobby's or Dobby's. You know where I get the grafted tomatoes from. I was just lying in bed at night and I went, oh, broad beans. I'll get some of them because I normally don't grow them because I know no one likes them, but I had them volunteer ones. Don't know how they got there, right at the front of the hut this year, and I loved them, to be honest. So I thought, yeah, just slightly steamed with a little bit of butter there, a little bit of butter. Right, go on, ask us some questions in there. Nothing to do with maths, mind you, but ask us some questions. Oh, Nicholas has got to go. That's okay, Nicholas, lad. You look after yourself. Hello, David. Nice to see somebody your age with a hobby. do you mean like my age? Still going with a hobby? Hello, CW. How you doing? CW, Steve at Greenside Up. Well, he's not a gardener, man. He's just an amateur, man. He buys everything from Morrison's. Oh, Terry. Oh, I know it. Was it you, Terry, that was mentioning the broad beans? Someone was mentioning the broad beans. And so the peas. I've noticed actually, I don't know how, again, volunteer peas are coming up in my garlic beds. You know them next to me polytunnel, you know, where I planted the garlic and the onions. There's a couple of little peas coming there. So that was Terry. Terry, thank you. Listen, Terry, you just keep on giving me them tips because I listen, I look all the time, you know. So I might not be able to kind of answer everyone's things, but just keep on giving us tips. Is that the old fellas in? Is it the old boys in? Oh, he is. The grand. Hey, everybody, little standing ovation there. I think we've got the Grandmaster in there. Mind you, listen. Go over there if you've just started now. Go over to Steve's Greenside Up because he's now doing how to start like an allotment from, you know, not just me blumbling around. It's like from the very beginning, what to look for and what to do. Even like the way the sun's coming and everything like that, man. He's saying, starting to get like the best of the best. You know what I mean? Where you kind of, sometimes you're just given allotment and you kind of jump at it, but there's better ones out there. So pop over to Steve's and he's doing this lovely series on it there. So taught him everything I know. You know what I mean? It's the back of a stamp. Mrs. Bose, hello Mrs. Bose. Oh, Tom, how are you doing, sir? What companion plants do you grow for use in your allotment? John, I've got on the kind of the theory of whatever I've got, I'll plant in between. I've just ordered some more garlic, and I'm going to bang that in between some, and I think that was Terry as well mentioned that. Bang that in like around cabbages and stuff like that. Just it'll come, and I always kind of bang lettuce in anywhere I can. To be quite honest, I've done it on with the onions I think this year, and I think the year before that it was with cabbages. I had like just bang anything in. Do you know what I mean? There's no there might be rules. I don't know them, and I don't. So if you don't know the rules, you don't. You know what I mean? And I was watching the talking. Was it Tony from Gardening Here We Go? You know, Simplifying Gardening about crop rotation as well. See, Tony's not into it. I just don't bother with it. Do you know what I mean? Crop rotation. Who does that, man? Who does that? Right. What's Steve saying? Is the old boy in as well? Oh man, the old boy's in. Yeah, I'm in shed lockdown there, Sean. Man, we are in kind of severe lockdown. We're not severe lockdown, but we're on the high tier there. And I see London's going into the kind of playing hell, going into the kind of second tier as well. So never mind. Man, what? Get up there. That's why I wasn't picked for the BBC. Man, I can't stop it. Jan, hi, Tony from Sheppey. Oh, Sheppey, where's that at? Time Bandit, can you get any videos of any plant disease? Can we get any videos of any plant diseases, root rot, etc.? I wouldn't care. I'm getting my, the Chinese cabbage in the polytunnels just getting hit. I'm getting some sort of like cabbage root fly on. I think I've got 4 left, and the cabbage root flies wiped the other ones out. You only get 10 in a packet, and they're expensive. But then I've just went up today, and there's caterpillars have just decimated 2 or 3 of them. So I've got 3 left now that I kind of would be decent. Do you know what I mean? So I'm bloody bit annoyed. Oh, Ash is off. Take care, Ash. Look after yourself, lad. Belfast is locked. Oh, right. Man, it's just hideous, man. You know what I mean? It's just, you want everything to be safe, but then you're getting kind of frustrated. And do you know what I mean? I've been going to work, but all my work, I work for the the water board. It's all taken care. You know what I mean? It's all, we're all mothered in there. It's like you go in, everything's sanitized. Every time I go to my workstation, it's all sanitized. The lad comes in who takes over from my shift. He's got to stand 2 meters back and then hand over. Then it gets sanitized again, and we're like wrapped in cotton wool. Do you know what I mean? So, but I have been, from the beginning. I have been there never missed a shift yet. So, fingers crossed. Anyways, hello Bristol Veg Beds. Hello. How do you keep slugs off lettuce? Just plant more lettuce. It's just like I think Steve's got the kind of theory of just putting a couple of slug pellets down, but just plant more. Do you know what I mean? And just kind of accept that you're going to lose some. Do you know what I mean? Just keep on planting. I've planted loads this kind of winter, and I'm really pleased because the daughter can be a bit fussy with the eating. Do you know what I mean? So not fussy with the eating, just fussy with kind of the veg has got to be right. Do you mean I've basically got to bring it down in a kind of cellophane wrapper, you know what I mean? But she's loving the salad because it's all like it's like what you buy. Do you know what I mean? It's not like say one kind of iceberg lettuce, you know what I mean? It's not. It's all like when you buy the bags and they've got all the mixed leaves and the bistro salad and all that kind of. So she's loving the salad, which is really nice to be honest. And with the amount of, I'm hoping it'll last, do you know what I mean? But we can go through like say a nice big bag like that quite quickly. What's going on then? Oh, Lisa's just getting over COVID and it was horrific. Bloody hell, man. Well, I hope everything's okay, Lisa. Nematodes is a good way to keep the numbers down on slugs. Yeah, I think if you're just searching Amazon, do you know what I mean? It's oh, there's Joyce as well. Joyce, you're more than welcome. It was Joyce that I give them strawberry runners to, so I hope they work. Just if you see, that was it. You know, just cut them, bag them, and then I posted them off to Joyce. So hopefully hopefully Joyce, you've got them in sand. Probably why I don't really grow much. Got them in soil. Microgreens in the shed. Yes, they are. Knowledge Quest. Hello, how are you doing? Hi, Angela. How are you doing? Nice to have you here for the first time. Just a little drink there. Just a little gin and tonic. The ice machine in the fridge it's got a lock on it. You know how you put your glass to the ice machine? It's got like this digital lock, and I kind of don't know how to get. I'm trying to get ice for me Jane tonight. How's Shan? How are you doing? Love the shed chat, Laura. Lorna, sorry. Laura. Hello, Colette. How are you? It's lovely to have you on, Colette. You've been here, you're kind of always commenting, that's lovely. And honestly, promise to like say, once I'm kind of, I get into the kind of swing that sometimes answering and sometimes don't, but then the next video is along and I just get out of whack, but I do read them, do you know what I mean? I'm kind of sitting in bed, just reading, and just sometimes it's just I'm tired to answer the comments, but please keep on coming in the comments, that's lovely. Right, what's going on? Are we doing all right? Yeah, how long have we been on? 21 minutes. So what else have I? I've got some DT Brown, some Bolt Hardy that I don't know, I think it's a bit too late to be honest. So indoors mid-March to July. I think we've missed it there now. I've still got a batch like just nearly ready to be picking. They sent us some free seeds, parsnip, Sabre F1s. There's probably 1 or 2 seeds in there. And the old boy there as well, he's always wittering on about these bloody Ishikira spring onions, so I've got some of them, see how they go. Harvest mate October, see I've missed them as well to be honest, but especially as soon as like the dark nights come. To be honest, Steve, I struggle to find them, to be honest. There's not that many in there. And I don't think they were sold out on what do you call it, you know, on the Premier Seeds. They were sold out. They were sold out all over. It's probably you that bloody thinking them, buying them up. Hello, David. How are you doing, sir? Tony, when should your garlic cloves be planted? I'm planting mine now. They say the kind of golden rule is plant them on was it the shortest day and pick them on the longest day. Plant them now, plant them right up until December and pick them from, I don't know, 15th of June, is it? 24th, 21st of June, somewhere around there. What else is, oh, Colette's got bunching onions. I should set some away in here, but then if you grow them here, they'd be the most expensive. Mind everything, I think, you know, even when you plant it, still way more money than what, you know, I also remember growing, oh wait, look at me onions, way lower onions once, and brought them all down, and then my wife found this cash and carry shop in Newcastle, bought a bag of onions for £2.50, and I was like, I've been on nearly like 8 months growing these, and it's £2.50, so yes, well I found, see what I did find as well. Gonna try, I don't know if it'll work or not, but everyone was saying wood, the kind of markers seep into the wood. Hello John, how are you doing, sir? So I'm gonna try, I don't know where I got these when I was making like resin stuff a long time ago, to be honest, and these are just, so they'll run out, but I suppose they're not plastic, which is, I've watched that David Attenborough, hence why we're just eating meat very rarely now. I'm going to try them. I did get the Sutton's catalogue came through, and it's a lovely big thing, and I've went and lost it. So I don't know where I've put it. I only came in today and I've lost the bloody thing. Oh, Angela's getting her keys for our first allotment. Angela, when you go there, the weeds are probably going to be like up there. Like I say, just follow what Greenside Up Steve's saying about it, you know what I mean? It just, oh, it's just fantastic to have having like an allotment. Oh, Sean's watching us on the big telly. That's lovely, that, mate. That's like bloody pop. Well, Sean, Jeffrey, what happened to the labelling machine? Jeff, if you watch that, the labelling videos I did about, I don't know, a week ago or something like that, it's there. It's just too faffy for me, you know what I mean? I kind of class myself as a professional gardener, you know what I mean? And just I just couldn't peel the bloody things off. Great, and if you know what you're going to plant, you can do it. If you're that organised, you can do it. We're kind of at home, you know what I mean? That's fantastic. But I just didn't. I'm going at the moment. I'm trying what everyone told us to try months ago, the pencil. So I'm doing the pencil. Do you know what I mean? So, but Greenside have given me advice 7 weeks ago on viewing and picking my plot. Thanks again, Steve. What a guy. He's just such an all-round nice guy, isn't he? Tell you what, mate, we'll have to do another one, Steve, of our carrots. Mine are just amazing at the minute. Do you know what I mean? It's just. What's going on? The gin's going down well, David. They are. Thank you very much. Going down too well, to be honest. So yes, I've got a video out tomorrow where I'm up on the shed roof, making more decisions on that, picking some tea, and like I say, the reason why I'm trying at the moment to do more videos as well is, we're all in kind of this partially lockdown all over, but it's my chance to get to the garden. I still want to get to the garden, and I might as well just bring a camera on. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting me kind of editing down to a kind of when in the early days I was doing all the kind of fancy this and that, and at the moment it's just like camera in there. So, but I'm just kind of, if I go up, I'll take the camera up. That's the way I'm thinking at the moment. You know what I mean? And the amount of data that I'm kind of sending up to YouTube, and that must be just awesome, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, everyone's doing it. You know what I mean? Each of them videos is probably about 4 gigs, and every day. Do you know what I mean? I know Sean, we were talking about this. Sean from Sean's Allotment Garden, or the Allotment Channel with Sean James Cameron. He keeps all his old footage, like his raw footage as well, and just, man, the amount of physical storage you'll have to have for that is just too much for me. What's going on? Pencil and eraser. Yes, Steve. I think that's the way I'm going at the moment. So when am I going to start? The big question is, when am I booting up? You know what I mean? I kind of press, actually, my lights, because they're all on the phone, they're all set now. Red light on, I know someone might come and knock in there. When am I going to start? I think I'm going to, round about middle of March, I think I'm going to be planting, like serious tomato planting. Do you know what I mean? I'm still going to go for those grafted ones, which I don't have to do any work with. I still like that Brad's Atomic Grape ones that has a lovely flavour. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I'm hoping to do, and the grafted aubergines. So it's more just to kind of kickstart things off. But I'm thinking round about even a bit later. You know what I mean? Maybe the 20th of March, something like that. I'll probably not. I'll probably be like January. Maybe like the chilies and the peppers, I might get them in pretty early, but just try and do 3 or 4, so it kind of fills up that space, and then just keep them in here as long as possible. That's maybe an idea. Do you know what I mean? Steve, how are you, lad? You can't wait till March, Boxing Day. You can't, I suppose, but I watched Charles Dowden one, and his tomatoes didn't seed his tomatoes. I think it was like the 24th of March, somewhere like that. John, just wondering from up north to down south, the rents and allotments that everyone's paying. £25 a year? That one there is probably what my allotment's probably about 110, I think, a year. And I remember it being like 60. Do you know what I mean? So it's kind of went up over the years. And guess what? I just found out today as well. It's skip day on Saturday, and I'm not there. Oh man, bloody hell! I'm at work at like 7 in the morning. So I'm interested in this. And how much is everyone paying? £19.50. Bloody drink costs nearly as much as that. £5 in Kent. There you see, Sean's on same as me, 120. 120, no, 75. Oh, Jade. 200 a year. Where's this? In a small, half the size. 200. Wow, Jade, that's, oh, yeah, that's expensive. £10. £10. That's called the park. That's like the bloody park, man. You got to be bloody £10. Richard's got an allotment, 25 quid, and he says, but it's tiny, 13 foot by 50. 13 foot? Oh, that's a kind of, man, that's like potato beds. Amanda's 48 in Yorkshire, right? Angela's 42 for 5 rod. 170. Oh, Philip, bloody hell. Inside up, you see, 111, you see. That's Cumbria, you see. They just inflate everything. Terry, 125. That's the bloody council, Terry lad. That's what you pay. Derek's got one for 45 quid. Oh, I missed that. Mark's 200. I missed that, Mark. What was that, 200? Bloody hell. 220. Ooh, Carrie Ann. I think yours. Carrie Ann. Bloody hell. Are you living? Is that your garden? Bloody hell. Gary, now you cannot pay £3 a year, Gary. Bloody come on. Janet there's got it in 75 in Gateshead. Who's paying, James? Sean, who's paying 380? No, bloody, that's bloody the rent for your property. Man, some varying prices there. It looks like I'm actually on the higher tier. So, bloody hell. My screen's going. Let's have a look. Light. My wife wanted to do some work, bring some, and I said, Melanie, I've got it all set up, and I've got all like lights and everything at the back there. But John, £15 in Whitby. Wow, I wouldn't have thought. 50. That's lower. Jade. Rent for a property down these for 300, if only. Man. Some 12 by 40 feet, £60. Some money there. I know Greenside up Steve's is huge. It's like a bloody part of a fell. You know what I mean? It's massive. So, are we? When we plant and stuff, then are we going to go? Has anyone got proper gear? I mean, I was looking, you know, the perks of the job kind of thing. I've got this bloody big thing there as well. It like lights up the world. And actually, it was. Ashley was saying that metal thing on the top. Can you see it? That there, you can take that off because it heats up. So what I'm hoping for, they said. Ashley said it would be nice because I've got a heater back there which hits a thermostat which will kind of kick in just to keep like an ambient temperature, because once they get below, they haven't got that much of it, or they've got enough lift, but if it gets to say -4, they kind of get the temperature up at like 21 degrees and stuff like that. So I've got a little heater kicks in. But maybe, actually though, no, it's not going to work as well because the lights go off. So I'll still need the ambient temperature there as well. It was an idea, but I think I'm going to put that, can you see, wait on that thing, I might unscrew it. Apparently if you take them off, you put them, I can put them somewhere, because over time it damages the LEDs. But I'm impressed. I wouldn't like to pay that money. They're a dear thing, mind you. Right, Gary's saying it's true, £3 a year, but we have to collect our own water, our allotment in Cottonley in Northamptonshire. £3 a year, I can't, that's just crazy, you know what I mean? I wouldn't wait around for the change of a fiver, you know, just have that. Well, Mark's away, I think, there. Take care, Mark. How long have we been going here? Let's have a look, 35 minutes. Anything else? Go and ask us some questions there. Are those onions from this year? They are, Sean. Oh, along with me potatoes. Very nice. They're all nicely, I mean, it's like cold in here, you know what I mean? So, actually though, once they boot up, the temperature's all going to change, but it's an ideal storage place. Look at them, man. Yeah. And I've still got some red ones as well. Actually, is that I thought that was a shallot. They're the size I like, you know. Love that size. Just enough to kind of mix in, like if we're having like a family salad, just to put in. Oh. Yeah, so they're my onions. Potatoes are down there. What's going on? Lorraine's blessed with a big garden. How long do they store for, Elizabeth? Well, to be honest, they'll last for ages. Do you know what I mean, Leo? It all depends. What I find is how long you cut. I mean, that's actually a bit short. I should have cut it about 2 or 3 inches, because that's where the damp will get in. But they'll last. You know what I mean? That's rock solid. There's a nice one. Do you know what I mean? Like kind of, if you cut them like pretty long, then the damp doesn't get in, and they'll store for just months and months and months. I think we'll probably go through them before they run out. Do you know what I mean? Like say like go rotten or anything like that. So yes, posh lad showing up there. TK marks, yes, all matching. I love them, to be honest, because they're just like some sort of like raffia plastic thing where you can just hose them and they're just right. What's still growing red hot wax chilies? You sitting too? Good lad, good lad. Mine was shockingly bad this year, and like I say, they just lost them, and they got knocked and they didn't grow past like 10 inches. That's why I'm not gonna rush to take them up. Well, I think it's because it's a whole different polytunnel, and it's big and roomy, and it'll get colder, and that's all I can think of. It was just, yeah, obviously the colder weather, but it's a different environment, that big polytunnel of this, and I just got to be aware that things are different from the old polytunnel. You know, it's just like you drive a car for like 20 years or something, you have a new, and you're all the pot with it. But I'm going to try, and it was actually Steve says, get a greenhouse, but I don't know. If I do I'd rather build one on the end of that hut, but I don't know if I'm up to that kind of thing. I don't know where to start. Where are the bees going? The bees are going, Jane, where are the bees going? Bees are going about probably 2 miles away into one of my kind of works, the company I work for, into one of their compounds. So that like I say, 2 miles, not even probably that. So I'll be able to like spend time with them, where now I had a look, and I give them a feed for the winter. Just Alex was telling us when to feed them, and I was in and out, and then I wanted to do some gardening, and them just don't work. So I want them separated now. That's me feeling anyway. Do you use the compost thermometer? No, Don. What? Oh, is this a bit of a gadget? Can I put an app on my phone? I don't know. I know when I added that, you know, when I got the wood chippings bark and I put them in that kind of the compost I'm using at the moment, that was cooking on gas, to be honest. It was lovely. It was absolutely gorgeous. Where the other one at the moment, I'm not stirring it, I'm not kind of doing anything, it's just cold, you know what I mean? So, cucumbers, still picking cucumbers, Louis? Oh no, Nigel's still picking cucumbers. Bloody hell, Nigel. To be honest, do you not get to a point where you're kind of sick of, say, cucumbers and I need a break from them, you know what I mean? And tomatoes, do you know what I mean? And that's where I've really enjoyed taking, like, step by step and converting it over to kind of the salads and the carrots and that. And I did that bit by bit and I'm quite happy, you know what I mean? I wouldn't want to, I'd like drag on. I noticed there's a couple of the allotments have still got tomatoes in and still hanging on for that green one to go red, and I just once I know that the end is near, I'm keen to get them away. Do you know what I mean? So, what's the chance of a Tony C. Smith calendar for 2022? Eh? Hey, all kind of still picking cukes, baby ones. David, well done then. How's my mum doing? My mum, Angela, my mum's doing fine, yes. She's still, I mean, we're not, my mum's not actually in my bubble, do you know what I mean? So now we kind of chat and text and everything like that. So, but I guess, you know what I mean, if she fell or something like that, I'd be rushing straight over. But she's, touch wood, everything's all right, everything's doing good. Melanie's dad, oh, bless him, he's not doing so good, like, but he's in a bit of a state. So anyway, don't do it with clothes off. Oh no, Tracy. Oh, please, no. But you never know. You know what? Actually, Tracy. Is it Tracy there who said that? Naked Can Lee. It was. We've had this idea, me and my good lady, to do sea swimming. Yes, we're thinking about getting a couple of wetsuits for our Christmas birthday parties, you know, like, sorry, Christmas, and swimming in the sea is a little hobby. So I don't know how it goes. Imagine me in a wetsuit there. Well, actually, what we're going to do is we've decided to do on our beach, which is about a quarter of a mile just down there. We've got this thing called the Boxing Day Dip, where I think 8 o'clock in the morning, there's a couple of hundred people all running into the sea and run back out again. So we're going to do that this year, I think. Actually, will it be on? I don't know, to be honest. There's a thing. So, Matthew, we haven't seen your mum since lockdown began. Wow. A few more gins. Yeah, a few more gins, Jade, and then the calendar will happen. Mind, I tell you what, Sean, the old boy, man, the old master there. Thinking, man, no dig, his calendar's lovely. Charles, is it? Yes, Charles. Calendar's really well put together, you know what I mean? Mine would just be a bloody photocopies. Any seaweed from the... I haven't, Sean, I haven't been. That's a good idea for a little video there. Nip down, pick some seaweed. I have done it, you know what I mean? But in the North Sea, yes, in the North Sea. That's not a wetsuit job. Hazmat. That sea's fantastic. Hello, Mr. S. Thank you, Manchester B. New to the channel and garden. Well, hello, and thank you very much for coming in. That's really nice. Thank you. Oh, it's therapeutic, man. God, it just keeps me sane, to be honest. I mean, it's just, I keep on saying this, honestly, when you get your hands, and it doesn't matter what kind of earth you got. You might even have soil that's kind of as bad as Sean James Cameron's soil. You know what I mean? Like hard clay, kind of. You might even, but just to get your hands in there, man, it's still great for the mind. You know what I mean? He's gonna go mad now. Mrs. Bose Grows. Who's your favourite? Tell us who your fave is, Mrs. Bowes. Mrs. Bowes Grows, that's a great name. That. Hello, Tracy there. Who's your favourite gardeners? Well, you got honest, man. Got to be Charles. Got to be Charles, hasn't it? I don't actually watch that many. I watch Charles, I watch Steve, I watch Sean. Who else? I watch Liz. Tony. Here we go. You know, I kind of watch if I want to know something, like just say like broad beans. I'll watch someone, and that's where I find new ones. You know what I mean? But I don't really. I watch all space stuff. See, like all my kind of playlists and everything like that is NASA space and everything like that. Mrs. Bowes, you then Charles. Well, that's nice to know there, Mrs. Bowes. There. Charles, put the old boy after me there. Short's only got 6 inches of soil and clay. Took my glasses off there, can't see a thing, yeah. So we're coming up to 46 minutes. I think that's enough, isn't it? Is that enough for everyone? Are we going all right, or? Lorraine, do I watch Vivi? I don't, actually, no, to be honest. Like I say, I watch all sorts, but, you know, once, you know, me kind of bell notifications, once like the main ones kind of pop in, and I'll watch them straight away, and that's what I do. And then if I want to kind of learn about planting garlic, you know what I mean, I'll go and kind of search for somebody. So, need a refill, and oh, here we learn. Oh, that's so nice, man. Rhubarb and ginger. Hello, Audrey there. How's Reed doing in college? He's doing great. Audrey, thank you very much for asking. Audrey's on about my son who went down. I don't know if you know, he's kind of doing space engineering, aerospace engineering there. And he's joining some space cadet thing. I don't know what it was. We was asking, can Dad sum up the money there? And he's raising money now to do, and it's amazing this one to kind of to do these things with, I don't know what with COVID and everything, but he's going to apply, and you've got to raise funds to do it like a charity to go to the base camp of Everest. It's just like fab, you know what I mean? We get these like texts off him, and it's just like, wow, go on there, Reedy, because we're kind of this like little. I'm not saying we moved into this village, you know what I mean? But it's like it's a village mentality, you know what I mean? And kind of once you're in, and that's where we're glad he's expanded, and he's away, and hopefully, you know, he's away there and he's learning and that, and he says this year it's just total maths, and that's what he loves. I mean, that's his kind of night. Joyce, take care, lass. It's maths. It's just his kind of relaxation, man. So, I'm gonna keep missing your question. Have you thought about putting foil up to reflect the light back? I made a light, but I could do, Carol. To be honest with you. Do you mean in here? Are you on about? I guess you are. I could do, but I'm hoping this thing there, just, you know what I mean, you'll see it from space, to be honest. And I put links in. I don't know if they're actually doing this over here in the UK no more, like the big S250 one, but I've seen, who did I see putting like tinfoil in like the boxes and everything. But I've tried, you know, I had like all this kind of set up last year, and these from Green Sensations just work a treat, to be honest. They're just lovely. And the lights as the plants grow, these Nanotech T5s, they just go spectacular. Where I'm led to believe this one here, I'll have to keep it at that height and move it up. But I'm not sure what I'll be actually growing there. It might be flowers more than anything, you know what I mean? So, thank you, Chaz. Chris, well, I'm not saying Chaz, Chris Baz, sorry. These are bloody new as well. Thank you very much, kind words. Harry Dobson, a great gardener. Who's Harry Dobson? I'm sure Sean's mentioned him on like a TV one. Mrs. Bowes has planted loads. Nigel's made a light box using 8 12-watt LED strips. It's so bright. It's stunning, these plants. Now, well, that's funny enough, mind. That's what I've been told with this one, is that's why I've got to keep it so high, because once once it goes on, she's as bright as out, to be honest. So, oh, Judith Ledbetter's in. It's Stan, and he's always got to put his name at the back. Hello, Judith. Sorry, Stan, there. I'm messing with you, man. Do you use root trainers? I do. I do use root trainers, and that's the first time this year, and I was really impressed with them. I used them for them Belotti beans, and I just I thought they were excellent, to be honest. And I'm kind of now, well, I've got 3, I think, and that's probably enough for me, but I'm saving the toilet rolls as well. Harry Dobson Victorian Kitchen Garden. All right, I know I haven't watched that, Terry. I'm sure I haven't. I might have done. It doesn't ring a bell, but I know I think Sean's actually, he's got all the seasons, all the series on his hard. He's got everything on his hard disk. Doesn't throw an out away. Hugh Richards is good to watch. He is, yes, he's very good to watch. Young lad, isn't he? Young lad knows his onions, young boy. Terry's on YouTube, is he? All right. What else? After finding channel at the beginning of your channel, you inspired me to grow my own vegetables for the first time. There you go, Lee. That's fantastic. That's all you want to hear, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Fantastic. I just love being up there, man. I've mentioned this on the umpteen times on the, you know what I mean, when you kind of open that lock, and it's on these big locks, and it clanks, and when it clanks and clank that gate open, that's it. It's happy time. Do you know what I mean? And then when you go in, and you go into your polytunnel, and you've got all these kind of plant aroma, smells, it's just a total kind of wash away all your troubles. It totally is. Right, Jane JK, which tomatoes would I've sold? I'm going to buy Brad's Atomic Grape, and I'm going to get them grafted ones, the Bellarico grafted ones. I think they're me 2 there now, and that's probably it, to be honest. Do I have a DVD player, Sean? Man, I stream, man. We actually have, I think, Sean, but I'm sure if it's on, I'll be able to find it, kind of. The thing there, Victorian Kitchen Garden and the other allotments, Harry Dobson. Now, well, it seems everybody knows about Harry Dobson apart from me. What's Jade saying there about this stuff? You make gardening growing not only for your access or for your fun. It's because I make mistakes, man. That's what it is. You know what I mean? I just like to have you know what I mean? There's nothing serious with me. It's just like, and I don't mind, to be honest. This is a little bit of truth here. I'm telling you a little bit of behind the scenes YouTubey thing. If something fails for us, I love it. Do you know what I mean? Because then it's a great video. Do you know what I mean? If that's what I want to show people, that how to fail. You know what I mean? I fail miserably. Do you know what I mean? Things don't, like say, it's took us bloody years to grow a radish. Christ's sake, man, you're doing them in bloody 5-year-olds. Growing better radishes than I am. You know what I mean? But I've got those red meat ones, and Audrey told us to still hang on, and I think they're about that big there now. So I've actually passed me radish, but you know what I mean. I just love to try and grow. You know what I mean? Just grow it. There's no no, I'm not saying there's no skill. You don't have to have skill. You just put it in the ground and let's see how it goes, and then you learn. You know what I mean? You just learn over time. Slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails, and you know what to combat it. You know what I mean? And you've seen us up there with the kind of the raised beds. Oh, I can see a lot of writing. You know, like you just make your netting as simple as possible so you can just get it off. You know, and at the beginning I was doing all these ball things and everything like that. I've thought about applying for the Beech Grove Garden after your rejection, Gardener's World. I don't know what Beech Grove Garden is. What's that? Is that another TV show as well? Is it? Who's that? Cameron. I'm not. Check it on here. Bloody BBC. Slug traps were a favourite after. I don't know. They still on. There's still, because I know there's one kicking around one of the paths and it's still jammed in together. Do you know what I mean? The bloody things. Do a show of your house. It's one of the bits we've seen look fun and wonderful and colourful. Well, who was that? Brenda. Yes, it's that's my wife. To be honest, I'll go around. We'll do a kind of tour of the house. A lot of them paintings, mind you, in there are mine. Do you know what I mean? I used to paint a lot. So, but that's another hobby I had. It's a Scottish show, right? But they're not having Geordie on a Scottish show, man. They're not. Did anyone see the videos I did though for Verizon, for the Yahoo thing? That was lovely, mind you. After that after being bitterly let down by the BBC, someone got in touch with us from Verizon, Yahoo, UK, and commissioned 3 videos. Do you know what I mean? And it was just lovely, to be honest. It just worked a treat, and I did a tomato one, a raised bed one, and there was another one, and yes, and hopefully there'll be some more coming that way. That'd be nice. Beach Grove on a Sunday morning. Stan, I hadn't seen it, to be honest. I didn't. You know, some were working. You know, the weekends I were kind of working, night and day. Was a message held for review. Thomas, you see, it's blocking it. You see, it's blocking it. Thomas, you can't get away with that here. I airbrushed the Mrs. One. Stan. Diane is really right. There's nothing to compare the happiness of gardening. No. BBC's Thomas, you're right. They don't know what they've missed. They don't know what they've missed. Should we round it up as an hour? There's just 2 minutes coming. So I think that's enough, isn't it? You've kind of waffled on. My drink's getting a little bit dry there. I'll try and I want to do a lot more of these. I have to put the heating on, mind you, or something, or even do them, you know, from the. Well, actually, that's going to be hard. It'll have to be through the day from the garden, you know. So anyway, how do I fill your raised beds? Spend a fortune on pre-packed compost. How do you raise? Well, it's half and half. I mean, you've seen. I've got 4 compost bins there, up in this garden up there. Who asked that? Before you lose it, Gareth. Yep, I've got 4 compost bins up there, so every bit of house stuff goes in there. Then I've got all the kind of the stuff there, the compost bins there. Then this time, if you remember, I asked the tree surgeons for that stuff, but I always like to put on a little bag of Keith Singleton's soil improver. Do you know what I mean? It was something my mum kind of told us about years ago, and it's just absolutely lovely, to be honest. It just conditions the soil and just nourishes that soil, just gives it a bit of like pep, and that's why I just grew an amazing. My veg is just amazing. But if you can kind of find that, and they're not affiliate or anything like that, Keith Singleton's, what's called Keith Singleton's soil conditioner, like half a bag will do probably one. You know what I mean? You don't need much of it. You just want to you don't have to like do the full compost of the year. You just put like a covering on. It's lovely stuff, to be honest. There, Singleton's, see, green side up. You're not bloody spending your money though, eh? Not helping out your local suppliers, Steve. Apparently it's in Egremont, isn't it? I'm sure that they're down there. So, got to go, right? Who's going? John, right? You look after yourself. Take good care. Cameron, got a quick question for you. Actually, a couple of my cauliflower seems to have wilted and the tips have curled. I reckon you've got some sort of like bug under the roots. Just pull it out, to be honest. Anything that just starts to go, mine did, to be honest. Cameron, a couple of mine went, you know, and I was kind of looking after them, trying to keep them, but then you pull them out and they're all the roots gone, and there's like a little cabbage root fly there, little bug, and it's just, you spend compost for your potato buggers, you build your own compost heap, Terry's giving a bit of advice there. Actually, I'm going up, I'm going to spoil the video, so I'll not tell you what I'm going to do there. You need a little tent stove in your shed, Mara. You're right, Barry. You're right. Actually, I've got the heater. I should have put the heater on, to be honest. Right then, I think. Come on, we're getting up on the hour. I think that's enough from me. Listen, everyone, look after yourselves. It's been lovely having you on. We'll do more of this. Look out for tomorrow's video. Do thumb it up. Do like it. Do subscribe to it because it just helps. It helps me. Goodbye, everyone. Take good care. I've had a blast. We'll do this again. Cheers, everybody. Kat, thank you very much. Look after yourselves. Right, I am pressing the button. I'm going to press the button. Take good care. Look after yourselves. Take care.